Hello and welcome back. We are here right at the exact same screen because while you guys have had a day go by, I am just back from a quick break. We're playing Stardew Valley to celebrate the holidays, and I hope you guys are enjoying. Let me know in the comments if this is a game that you've enjoyed. Hopefully it brings back some fun memories. If it is something completely new to you, let me know if it seems like it's interesting and fun. Would love to come back and keep showing you more of a more extended playthrough in some other or format long term. But for now, we're just kind of doing a taste and having some fun with it. So without further ado, and with this episode kicking off, let's get going. We are off greeting people. It is day 2 in our little world here. And while we are trying to talk to people, we should also get those. Sam is going to be a trick. He's one of the tough ones. I kind of have these characters ranked in my head. Oh, he is right here. Good. Oh, and the others are just getting out of school. Hey, I'm Sam. Good to meet you. Hey, Sam. What's up, man? I like Sam. Oh, a stranger. My name's Vincent. Mama says not to talk to strangers, but you seem okay. Vincent, you seem like a little homie. I think we're gonna get to be good friends. Elliot. Ah, the new farmer we've all been expecting, and whose arrival has sparked many a conversation. Oh, wow. I'm Elliot. I live in the little cabin by the beach. Oh, I haven't been to the beach yet. It's a pleasure to meet you. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, and just so you guys know, he's another of the toughies when it comes to meeting folks because he does live in that cabin. Store owners, shop owners, and all those people are pretty good. And did we already talk to... Did I just miss Penny's conversation? I was trying to talk to Jazz. Did we get... I guess we talked to all of them. All right, well, so that really helped us out. We got 5 of the people that we were missing all in that one shot, and that should leave us pretty close. We still need Alex. He was locked in his room lifting weights. We may get him on the way out. And Willie, and again, the wizard. Fortunately, there are 30 total people in town, so I think we're going to get the 28 out of 28 right here. But this is Willie. We're going to see a little cutscene now, and Stardew Valley is famous for its cutscenes. Ahoy there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. Well, good to meet you, Willie. You got your pipe, a little ragged, threadbare, but you're a man of the sea. You can skip these. We're not going to, obviously. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. A month? It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Well, okay. That's good. We're gonna be able to relate. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. Seriously, dude? That's awesome. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. Well, I'll certainly give it a shot. Alright, and he gave us a fishing rod. We received a bamboo pole. Fantastic. Oh, you look sad. There's good water here in the valley. All kinds of fish. Well, that's not sad. He's intently looking at us. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. I'll also buy anything you catch. That's good to know. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old pappy used to say anyway. Alright. He's gonna puff on his pipe there. And here we are down on the dock. So, introductions. We've met 27 of 28. How are we? I don't know what I'm missing there. Oh, we still need to get... Oh, I thought it was Alex and the dude. Alright, so fishing. Many folks hate fishing. I really kind of like it. And we'll be doing some, because early, it's one of those where like the first 2 seasons or months of the year, you guys are going to hate fishing. It slows the game down, and a lot of folks are like, oh man, why do you fish? Such good food potential. And okay, so here's our first book, a lost book, as you can see over on the left. You found a lost book. The library's collection has expanded. We don't even know what that means yet, character-wise, so we'll try to figure that out. And a trilobite artifact. Gunther can tell you more about this if you donate it to the museum. And playing this straight a little bit, if you didn't know, we already do. This is our map. This is our farm. We walk. We've actually gone up around here to come down through Robin's carpenter shop. That's the little pond where we met Sebastian that first night. There's Linus's tent. This is the building that's closed, the playground. We've walked all around in here. This is the main store and the medical office, the bar or saloon, George and Evelyn's house where Alex lives with them, the mayor's house. We haven't really dealt with that at all yet. And we came down right in here is where we met. Sam was in the bushes right there. The kids were walking back from school here. Elliot was on this bridge, and then we came down. We're right here. This is our giant floating head. Clint works in the blacksmith shop over here, and Gunther works in the library right over here. So you can walk through all that if you want. We'll explore it more and kind of set ourselves in context a few times as we go through. But the map is kind of one of the easiest things to get a handle on when you play this game. So, it is already 6:30, so we can't do anything with Gunther yet. That's okay. What we'd really like, if at all possible, is to talk to Alex. Hey, so you're the new guy, huh? Cool. What's up, Alex? I'll see you around. I'm sure you will. Awesome. All right, very good. So now we can go into our little thing. It will flash, see like that, when you got new quests or new progress on those. How to win friends, give someone a gift. So we've updated, we met everybody, and now our challenge is to give someone a gift. We're not going to worry about that quite as much because we still have 2 spots on our inventory, and it is evening. And we're going to do a little bit of fishing right here and see if we can get lucky. Dun, 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 dun. So we want to keep that little green bar behind the fish. That one was pretty calm and sedate. It was a smallmouth bass, a 17-inch smallmouth bass. Pretty big smallmouth bass from what I know. Oh, and we got a gold star on him? That is awesome. All right. Probably that means our inventory is about to fill up right here. Dun, 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 dun. And that's probably our good luck helping us out a little bit here. Perfect is when you don't... Oh, awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, who did we want to get that for? Clint? Clint is likely at the bar. It's only 8. Oh, this is working out so good. Clint, my man. Have a fish. Hey, so you saw the ad I posted. Looks perfect. Here's your payment as promised. Awesome. If you want me to upgrade your tools, you'll have to give me the correct ore. And you'll have to pay me a fee, of course. Of course. While we're in here, what do you want? Go away. Okay. Well, some people you got to kind of break down. Pam. Hey, Gus, give me another round. Hick. I should time those better for when I actually have hiccups. Hi, please relax and enjoy yourself. So, again, a lot of folks just have set bar dialogue. She works part-time, helps pay the bills. So she's just kind of a barmaid, waitress kind of person. That's about it. On Fridays in particular, this place fills up. Kids all kind of come hang out in the pool room. There are arcade games. We'll get to those in a little bit. And I guess with the time being what it is, let's try to catch one more fish We should have enough time then to get back home again. Oh, I need to have our fishing rod in our hand. Can't just psychically will the fish out of the water. And you can see the little exclamation point is flashing. It's because we haven't acknowledged that quest yet. One more fish here. And we get another bream. Awesome. So that's about all the time we have for. We're not going to push our luck. We don't have space and would likely get something different. It's just kind of the way the game works, right? You can stack within fish. So if you got one more sardine without any stars, you could throw it in there. Stars are something that we should really talk about. They represent quality. These are kind of junk, right? They have no quality, and if you give, even if they're a like thing, if you give them to somebody, they get the least value for sale or the least appreciation from people. Smallmouth bass, however, or I'm sorry, the gold stars represent a second tier of quality. Wow, now all the hiccups, I'm like, Pam, what to do is talk about it. So there can be silver stars, gold stars, and iridium or kind of violet stars as we go through the game. And for me, gold star items get sold. There are a couple of exceptions on things, but for now, we're not going to add anything else into this bin. The reason why a lot of people will just sell everything, and you can, and there's really, technically, there's nothing wrong with doing that, but let's do this. So, sorry, we'll get back to that. Let's just finish up our quest here. So it was done. You click the green button. It recaps what you did. Clint will be pleased, so he's going to get some satisfaction, and we get 135 G, which is huge right now. Awesome. So we got that. And let's look at Clint. He's actually all the way up to a heart. We've talked to him both days. We haven't given him any gifts, but just doing that quest and being friendly to him, he's receptive. Hey, that's awesome. And again, hearts are just a measure. Technically, if you get up to 10, you are kind of at a best friend status. And one thing to note all the way from early on, once you get someone up to their max hearts, whether they're single or not, we'll cover those hearts down the road. Once you get them up to their max, they won't fall back. Right now, if we just ignored Clint completely, and it would take a while, like 2 weeks or something like that, or we gave him a hated gift, just kind of insulted him, that could actually take that heart back away. So he could fall in kind of the ranking, and these are ranked in terms of their affection. So the one guy, the wizard, who we haven't met yet, he's at the bottom of the list. So the good news is we haven't made anyone so offended that they regret knowing us yet. More so than people that just don't know us at all. But we'll kind of watch that play out. But that's why we do those quests in large part. Although right now that gold makes a big difference. Once we have like 1 million, getting $135 doesn't do much for us. But the affection may still. Although by that point we're probably going to be in pretty good shape. So let me know in the comments if you have questions about any of the gifts, the people, what we've done up to this point in day 2. And I'll be happy to try to answer them as best I can. But again, understand, I have played this game. This is not a blind playthrough. So if you can't tell that already, I am kind of going on the pattern that I've used in the past. I enjoy it. I haven't done all the new content. So you'll hopefully get a chance, if not in this playthrough, then in maybe a future one, if we decide that this is something we want to do. You guys may get to see me truly experience new stuff. And there's always surprises along the way to find in the conversation, in the way dialogue choices and things play out. So we'll look forward to all of that. But I think, well, it's 10:30. We have a bit of energy left, and let's do as much of this as we can with enough time to... what am I stuck on there? It's tough until we have any kind of light. Really tough to see what we're doing. I don't know. I think you guys get just about the same I do through YouTube, so not too much. We don't want to be overly greedy, but we also don't want to waste this opportunity, right? Because if we go to bed before midnight, we'll get all our energy back. So don't waste... don't go to bed with spare energy when it's early and precious. If you can... Oh, did I do that? I don't know where that went. Oh, we'll just put it there. It's going to be fine. The other thing that we can do, this bream and this sardine are actually food. They're not very good. They're only 13 and 13 energy respectively, but they can give us a little bit of energy, and that may come in handy tomorrow, although I expect we'll do a lot of fishing and gathering tomorrow. So we actually got a level of fishing. We caught, 3, 4 fish? But we still got a level, and levels grow exponentially, right? So getting the 10th level is going to be much, much tougher than getting the first. But some things that helped us a lot in getting that. When you saw me fishing, I was keeping that green bar in, and that is just by clicking. I'll talk it through as we do more fishing early game, try to explain what I'm doing. But you do perfect boost your XP out of those fishes, and there will also be some opportunities for little treasure chests. And if you can get those, they're very often mutually exclusive. And don't worry, we're going to find fish that I won't be able to catch at this point. But all that will come. And for now, I just hope you guys kind of enjoy it. So we got 75G out of our fishing. And that was all for that gold star smallmouth bass. Talking about the quality and stuff. So if that now gets sold, and I don't know how Lewis is technically the guy that comes around and gathers up all this stuff out of the bin. So I don't know with fish if we went down, if we'd see that in Willie's. You won't see a 1-to-1. You won't see everything that you've sold, but some of your goods will show up. Like if you're selling crops, if you put them in the bin, eventually you'll see them down at Pierre's shop. And that's why I don't sell the base quality no star stuff, because occasionally people will get upset when they go to the store and they're like, man, I went to the store and I bought a parsnip and it tasted like garbage. It was awful. I don't want people to think that about me, so we're going to hang on to that stuff. And don't worry, we'll have lots of uses for it. So it's going to be clear and sunny all day tomorrow. It's raining. Note that it's dark through the window and we can hear the rain. Fortune teller. Spirits are very happy, which is awesome because we want to do quite a bit of fishing. But we're not going to completely abandon everything that we do to fishing. Now, the best part about a rainy day is you don't have to water your crops. For us right now, that's not as big a deal. We don't have as much stuff to go. But we're going to do one quick run down for foraging first. And this is going to use up a big chunk of our energy. And that's alright. Kind of do these just in case we can get some seeds. Because again, very happy. The grass slows you down if you walk through it. So you want to kind of keep pathways open where you can. And right now, as I said, our tools are kind of the get by, right? Like you need a hammer or a screwdriver just to have in your house because those are parts of any basic, homeowner occupant supplies, right? You never know when you're going to need to have one, so have one on hand, ready to go. That's kind of the equivalent of what we got. We like farming, okay. Clint, I hate it anyway. Your pickaxe isn't strong enough to break this boulder. Yeah, no kidding. That's what I was talking about. So This clears a little bit of our access. Ooh, we got a coal. That's good luck right there. There are also these stumps. Same thing there. We can't break them with our axe yet, so I'm going to try to avoid doing that just to save us the time. And these are little seeds. Here you can see a few of them out and around the farm. Eventually we can actually plant those. Our forage will go up over time, and we'll have more ability to gather those. So these all go away to conserve our space. This is going to come in, and now we're going to go... Wait, which... Was it right here? Why am I so... Just want to get down to the other end. Alright. It's 9 o'clock. Day's flying by, but we've still got a lot of energy. So I want to show you guys this part of the map, which I don't think we've really even been into yet. And there's some important foraging for us to be doing here today while we've got a little bit more time. This day is kind of a split. By having all that free energy, it's a good day to chop wood. And in the past, I've sometimes used it to entirely clear the farm of logs. There's a certain unlock that requires 300 pieces of wood. We haven't even come close to it yet. That does come into play. And this is gonna just spite me for it. There's also a unique forge to this little area down here, and it doesn't seem that there are any on our good luck day today, so what a waste. But we can hopefully gather up some more forage of all this type. I think we only have fishing as a good skill so far. Let's check. Yes, fishing is our only first skill, but farming, obviously. Mining and combat, I haven't even been unlocked yet. So right now we only really have farming, foraging, and fishing. We'll see if what we do here this morning gets us set for that first level. And I really hope it does, because we want the tree seeds as early as possible. Get those going. Now, I haven't talked about it too much yet, because we haven't really even unlocked it. And don't worry, for those of you guys who know, we'll kind of talk about how progress in this game or success is measured, and one of the common feats when that gets unlocked. But as you guys may know from my Minecraft and everything else, I don't care too much to chase exactly what other people say is the best way to measure success. I have one that's slightly different, and it comes down to a 1 year versus a 3 year play. Also in Minecraft, whenever you hear me go like, "Oh man, I hit the wrong thing for my pick," it's because here the pick is always 3. See, so. Whereas in Minecraft, I put it on the far end of my toolbar. Which is another thing that not everybody does. Everybody else is like sword and pick go side by side. Whereas I like to have sword and bow and torches, and put my tools down at the far end. And it just goes to show there's no right way on anything. And particularly, this game is so chill. If you're starting out, first of all, don't worry about how fast or far anybody else makes progress in this game. Enjoy getting to know the people. Enjoy getting to know all their various peculiarities. I don't know them all, certainly. There's a really good wiki for this game, and I strongly recommend it when you're getting started out. Try not. like with Minecraft, at least my mentality is, don't try to ruin it for yourself. Try to figure things out wherever you can, and if you're stuck, then go right to it and keep going. We're gonna do a lot of fishing starting right now, and that will highlight just all the different ways that you kind of need to take full advantage. All right, so we got two things that we want to do for the rest of this day. Now that we've met everybody that we can so far, that last guy, the wizard, is actually locked until an event is triggered that brings us to his little hangout, which we just walked by and I didn't even point it out. As we were harvesting there, I walked past and he's in the tower that was off to the left. So we've got gifts. We're going to get an award for that. Thank you. I'm feeling a positive energy from this gift. Thanks, Emily. You're awesome. And then Haley here. Hey, Haley. Gasp for me? Thank you. I spent all morning doing my hair. Now the rain could mess it up. Sigh. Life is hard sometimes. I know. You are a trooper. You're so brave dealing with this rain. Yeah. And Emily, I don't think we finished. I've heard rumors of rare and powerful magic rings forged long ago by forgotten civilizations. I'm not sure if it's true or just a fairy tale. Well, we'll do our best to find out for you. So, another thing you can do. I was, at the beginning of the game, they're trying to dump off stuff. Fiber is one of those that, generally speaking, is about the most discardable stuff that you can have. Oh, you know what we need to do? 100 gold. Let's buy... You know what? No. We're going to wait on any more crops until after our first parsnips are done, because that'll get us up to where we can beat a level where we can protect them a little better. Alright, so this is the beach. We kind of cleared off all the foragey stuff from it, and that's what those clams were, and the little twiggy things. Some people call them wriggly worms. Some people call them sticks. The game actually calls them sticks. I guess I think everybody else in the world calls them worms. But all right, so this is a little tougher fish, and there's one of the presents. So to get the present, you do the same thing, but then note that your little bar is losing status on these fish. So we succeeded. We caught a herring. It was 8 inches. And we got a treasure, which is a geode. Pretty standard fare there. You can get all kinds of stuff in those treasure chests. And that's why having this lucky day is going to give us a real chance. Now we will endeavor to catch this fish. Oh, it's going to be tough. Your little green bar is falling. Oh, we got an eel. Awesome. I didn't even know you could catch them this early, but like I said, it's 5:20, 5:30. Oh, perfect. For one thing, these stack so we don't lose a space, and we got 2 coal, and coal is so helpful early on. All right, let's just keep this going. And that eel is a star. Whew. Life is good. We're going to sell that eel. We need to save at least one, but there will be more time for eels as we go. So I was talking about the fish. Here we'll talk through this catch. So this one seems a little less... Eels are moderately challenging, and the more challenging, the better value. Look over to the left. You see those little bubbles? We're going to run over there. Got another herring, and there was no treasure there, so these will probably go away by the time we get over there. But these bubbles are areas where there's fish schooling. So your catch rate should go up. And if you can get on one early on and it lasts, they'll just run for an indeterminate amount of time. Sometimes they disappear, like I said, as soon as you get over there. It's really frustrating. But others, they can go for quite a while. And this could really kick things off for us pretty well. So this could be an eel. We're not going to worry about whether we can get the treasure, but if it keeps just giving it to us, that's fantastic. But you see, the treasure almost assures that you're not going to get a perfect, but you get another experience bonus for it. And sometimes you don't have the skill, you're not going to get it. And if fishing is tough when you first get started, don't worry, it was for me too. But like anything else, it's one of those where you kind of get a little experience and a little skill as you go. Check over on our right, the energy bar is dropping. Fishing does use it, but it uses it slowly. And we've got plenty for the moment to keep going. See, our bubbles went away, but that was good stuff. We got some trash. And we'll kind of show how this comes into play. So like those perfects, over time, you kind of learn the fish and what their pattern is. So it's a little bit unfair out of the gate that, oh yeah, somebody who's played through the beginning of this game a lot of times is already doing stuff. All right. Into our inventory, this does stop the clock, so we can talk through things. So seaweed, it's a food source. We'll eat this piece. We'll probably eat the herring as well, just to keep us fishing. We've got 27. I think it goes down 2 each. See how I see the white numbers there? So, we could fish again quite a bit, but in terms of catchability, we'll throw these 2 away right now into our trash can. We'll catch hopefully more fish. If those spots fill up, then we'll eat the seaweed. Give us another spot, and then we'll eat the herring if we have to, and then we'll just boost our energy before we have to run back. About 2 hours is tops for us to get home when by midnight without any kind of speed boost or anything else. So really about 10. And you can see once you've used those bubbles a lot, your catch rate. Let's fish off the rock. I think we're just going to get trash. As you can see, it's kind of giving me a warning there. We're down to 11, so it must have been a lot more than, maybe it's 5? Fish on the rock. Rock tends to do pretty well, but I can't remember what. Ooh, halibut. That's a good one. All right. Toss you. Do this just to be safe. For all that talk about inventory management, we may not even get there. That's a gold star halibut. Oh, it's going to be good money. Okay, so this should be our last fish. No matter what it is, we won't toss it. We'll just keep whatever it is. maybe. And there we go, an iridium quality anchovy. Awesome. So now we kind of just need to focus on running. You do get a little bit of bonus running over paved surfaces, over unpaved. Like I said, the tall grass on our farm is slower than walking over. I think getting in the middle of this field is quicker than walking in the grass on the sides. Watch for those little tricks and tips along the way. Okay, so we're gonna sell early on because now this money is huge. Those, that. We're gonna keep all the qualities, and I'm gonna hang on to this iridium, just because I don't know how likely we are to see any more of that. Like 10 coal already. That's huge. Going forward, so we didn't do very well, honestly, about stocking up our food. Usually, I say get a bunch of these low quality fish, and they'll help you for the following the next few days' food. But now we're gonna go to bed and see how much money we've made. So it's 11:30, so we should get our full rest. We should be all the way back up to speed. Tomorrow it's going to be clear and sunny, or whatever it was, cloudy, whatever. But we'll have to water. What I did not even illustrate there, just because we didn't have a need to, although I almost made the mistake. On Wednesdays, Pierre's shop is closed, so we wouldn't have been able to buy seeds with our 320 gold anyway. But let's see how much more gold we can add to that by tallying up. We did get our forage, and now we can see we get a bit of axe proficiency. That just helps the efficiency that we use in our swings. Trees will sometimes drop seeds. That's important because then we can replant the trees that we either chop down or gather seeds for. We can craft wild seeds of spring, and we can craft a field snack. Now, a lot of folks, and you may be one of them, make use of and need to field snacks. I would prefer to use fish whenever I can of that lowest tier. But if you need to, go ahead and make a few. Just understand that you're going to want to have a bunch of seeds until your seeds are, like 100 per variety. I kind of hold off, but it's up to you. They're certainly good in that energy equation. So we are going to press on. We have about 20 more minutes to go, I believe, in this episode. Let's take a look here. Yeah, 21 and a half minutes. So let's get going. Oh, and this is our breakdown. So 453 gold out of our fish. As you can see, that silver star eel is 106 all by itself. Silver star halibut, 100. Gold star halibut, 120. And a couple good anchovies. Again, they don't give as much energy. They're not worth as much, but you may get more of them. And we did hold on to that iridium. And you can kind of see how the prices increase, right? 20 gold more for the gold star than the silver star. And I think that would have been like 85 or something for the regular. So there you go. All right. It's time for a new day dawning. Also, after all that, we should light our fire. Weather report. Beautiful and sunny tomorrow. Your weather from the Wednesday will always be the first rainy day. Beyond that, though, it's really up to kind of the game file. You'll get different rolls depending on what you're going to get out of treasure chests, random spawns. When do you get certain items that unlock moving forward, or what does the game withhold from you? And weather is one of those, because the more rainy days you have early on when your tools are bad, the much further you can go forward. So spirits are somewhat annoyed today. Luck will not be on your side. Now that's not, it's not the worst, it's not the best. There's a slightly perturbed, which is kind of just a minimal. So this is bad luck, but it's not, they're flat out appalled kind of deal. So take that for what it's worth. Now I was saying that game luck plays a big part in this. What you're going to be able to do is determined a lot by the choices that you make and what you come across in the game. And this is go figure, changing thoughts here. Notice it's Thursday the 4th right now. So we planted these on Monday the 1st. They're 4-day seeds, but notice they're not done yet. They will be tomorrow. One thing that we can do now, we can shake trees. Leaves will fall out, but sometimes they will just drop seeds like that. The other way is if we chop them down, they will often drop seeds in as a part of that. So that's how we will eventually grow up our forested areas. We're done there. It's not going to be a particularly good fishing day, although we may go for a bit more variety. But I kind of think, let's use the early part of the day. Are there things and I did say, so one other thing that I want to say. The luck can determine what we do, but will also kind of dictate what fortune we have. Man, I wish I hadn't used that other flower. But there are certain things that we can just do through the course of the game that will make a huge difference going forward. And that's why I'm kind of just trying to play through these and illustrate. Going down and fishing early, greeting all the people as early as you can, and using, I don't have the scythe on me. This is kind of dumb. Actually, just barely saw a little bit of the log, but I wanted to come over to this corner of the farm and show you all this. So you get a little magnifying glass. The tree is kind of hiding it, but Hambbage. Wait for my return on the dawn of your 3rd year, Grandpa. So kind of a mystery note here at Grandpa's Shrine. There it tells us once we pick up the note, this is Grandpa's Shrine. So we can safely assume that he didn't make it through our conversation and his bequeathing the note on me. He went on to a better place. That big farm in the sky. But yeah, he's moved on. We've moved in, and we're gonna try to make the best of it, right? Not a lot of logs here, but as you can see, I am kind of just trying to take this opportunity to gather some wood. Wood is going to be our big energy eater. Oh, this is awful. I'm so ill prepared. I think I just wanted to switch out the fishing rod, but I never really should have ventured out without at least the scythe, and then don't lose the wood that we have gotten. Come on. So yeah, use what we can to gather what wood we can here early while we're still inefficient by getting these logs. And the other best place to do that, of course, is down around that pond that we went to just here south of the farm. And maybe we'll throw bad money after good. We're going to run the same loop. I'll point out the Wizard's Tower better this time. I don't think anything will have grown back enough to kind of block our path. We'll look for the forage item down in that area I talked about. I feel a sneeze bone. This is the Wizard's Tower. We can't get in yet. I'm not going to waste the time to walk up there. He'll send us a letter, and that'll get us in. So here's just a little bit of the area we didn't explore before. A few more of these logs. That's 50, and we need a lot of wood. Our one chest is filling up pretty quickly, and that is a hidden cost that I am fully aware of. Got an abandoned, boarded up house down here. It is something I'm very aware of. Out of not selling the normal quality or poor quality things, we then have to manage all that extra inventory that we're not just getting rid of nightly. But it'll come back because we're going to have those items down the road long term. So we'll have uses and needs for them. So all good there. But we did a good thing here by getting 15 of these spring onions. They're junk. They are 13 energy. Nobody likes them. They're not a good gift. Don't try to make friends with people with them. She likes salads. It says spring you can find a lot of great stuff when you're foraging. I've been having fresh salads every day. That is a clue. I don't know if it shows up as such in here. I've never really looked. Yeah, it doesn't show up, but it would be a favorite gift to give her salads. And you can look in the, based on what people say, you can find a lot out about them. And a lot of people will tell you things about other people. They'll tell you the 4 or 5 common gifts that people don't like. Those aren't that valuable. But for instance, guess what? Nobody likes getting dirt on their birthday. Nobody likes getting I'm going to hang on to these. We're going to switch out this. We'll sell that just to have sold one. Just since we're thinking about that, there are collections here. Again, this game has so much into it. We'll spend more time looking at that, like crafting. There's just not that much there yet. But there are all these various collections. So these are fish that we've caught. There's an achievement down here for catching every kind of fish. And so these are the varieties, and it tells you the number that you caught and the biggest of any of those. So the longest eel that we've caught is 29 inches, right? Pretty cool. And the artifacts that there are in the game. The minerals, we haven't found any yet. Cooking, we don't even have a kitchen. Letters, we've gotten Willie's invite, but haven't gotten much mail yet. So all these kind of things go, but one of the measurements is what of these things have you shipped? And it doesn't count until overnight, but that's the little spring onion shape there. So we will have shipped that and be done with it. But loads and loads of stuff. I love this game. It is so much fun to explore around, and no, I haven't done all of those kinds of things. There's a lot out there I haven't seen, and there's a lot of like the dialogue things and all that still just to this day surprise me. You go, oh, wow, that was awesome. So I hope we get a few of those along the way. But as I said, I have tried to say several times here, there are a few things that I do regardless of luck or fortune in all of my playthroughs. Oh, here we go. And one of those is in spring, I go full court press on kind of Haley's affection. She's the meanest of the women to start, but she will or can evolve a little bit if we treat her right. Give her the benefit of the doubt. Don't just decide we hate her. How's the farming season going? It's parsnip season, isn't it? As far as I know, I threw some in the ground. I don't know. I haven't actually seen them come out. I can imagine it being pretty peaceful working outdoors with plants all day. Yeah, it's way better than that cubicle I was in. All right, have a good one, Demetrius. Oh, nice. Another leek here. Leeks are great. I'm going to try not to eat them too much, any of the forage, really. Dandelions, people aren't too wild about, so they work out okay if you need a quick snack. Leeks have a lot of energy, but they also have a few other in-game uses we'll get to. But let's fish up here, and this is another bit that we want to highlight is we've fished in the ocean, and I guess that nighttime river, but the types of fish that you get vary freshwater, saltwater, and so we sacrificed the perfect there to get the little treasure. And that is a chub, a foot-long chub. And we got some rice shoots, which we can actually make good use of. And we got bait. Now, bait, we probably are going to end up tossing, sadly. We can't use it on our current fishing pole, and it'll be a while before we upgrade the fishing pole because I can get by on a lot of this stuff with the basic fishing pole. It's tougher, but fishing poles are expensive, and frankly, we are going to need our money for a lot of other stuff. We haven't even started to touch what we need money for. So, carp, and so we just got an achievement. I think this is our first achievement. Fisherman, and we'll kind of go check that out here. In fact, let's... Oh, we got to click there. All right, so now we have an achievement. Fisherman, and as you can see, there aren't a ton. I think a few are hidden, though. I think this will grow out. Fisherman, we caught 10 different kinds of fish. Not bad for the 4th day in the game and only the 3rd of having a fishing rod. That's pretty awesome. And we've caught 2 kinds of fish that we hadn't yet seen by virtue of fishing in the... this is the mountain lake. What you're seeing behind me, awesome. Got a largemouth bass there. What you're seeing behind me, that kind of curving path that makes like a backward C into the left side of the screen, that's actually a switchback trail. So think that Linus's tent is actually up above the cabin, right? And they're looking down over town. It's a 2D game, but they're relaying that we're going up into the mountains here as we kind of go up the map. All right, we are doing very well on our variety of fish here. Again, we're not getting a whole lot of food out of these, but we'll probably make a run back with these. And what we got here, once we fill up. And depending on how long it takes us to fill these up... Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna... I was going to say we may go down to the ocean to fish for higher value stuff. Well, maybe talk to Sebastian instead. There's some green algae. All right, I'm not going to push it. We've done pretty well so far. Snuck into the caves last night and got a nasty cut from a rock crab. Don't tell anyone, okay? I want to sneak into the caves, but notice, Sebastian. Come up here, Sebastian. You show me your ways, because right up there is a big old boulder blocking the way. I want to go. Maybe soon. All right. We're going to run back home. We're actually getting close on our time. So we may just stow most of this stuff and then come back and start our next episode doing a little bit more farm clearing. Get out those tools that we didn't have previously. Excuse me again. I think, much as I hate to do it, because a lot of stuff's going to happen in the coming harvesting of our parsnips. Here is going to be our fish deal. You'll hear a lot of folks talk about inventory management, how they do it. Everybody's got a different technique. Mine is, anybody that's played, I forgot, small inventory is brutal. Anybody that's played Minecraft understands. You gotta have a storage system. As long as it works for you, it's good. That's all you need to know. Okay, we want that, and we're gonna take these. I know I'm supposed to be restarting this episode, but I'll forget to do this, probably. All right. We have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we have rice growing. Great. Rice is kind of junk. I don't know. Maybe there's an awesome use for junk or for rice. I don't know. It's a newer crop, and I showed you in Pierre's store. I guess we'll keep all this stuff. All right, let's put it right here. I showed you in Pierre's store the other day that there were food ingredients, right? So you can grow rice, you can make a mill, and you can process it into the rice that you use in cooking dishes. It was a late ad so that you don't have to be dependent on the store. However, you can go buy it, and by the time you're doing a lot of the cooking stuff, I find it easier. It grows fastest when it's on the edge of water, like that lake. So that's where we're going to grow it. And now we don't have to water it because it sits right there. Those tiles stay wet. We'll take a look at it during the daytime. It's 9:40, so we've got about 2 hours left before bedtime. When we come back in the next episode, we are going to maybe chop some trees because I want to get back up to 100 wood in our chest for crafting, ideally to use tomorrow. Lots of stuff in the next game day, and that's all going to kick off here, wrapping up the night, so I can do an intro while we're playing. For now, though, I want to say, I hope you're having a wonderful lead up to the holidays. I hope you got everything you needed done to take care of your family and loved ones, friends, and all that kind of stuff so that you can just enjoy the time. Hopefully you're not a part of that last minute scramble trying to get things done frantically as the clock is ticking. But I hope you're doing well. I hope you take breaks in between these episodes because you got a day each. And I believe, if my timing is right, the next one will be Christmas Eve. So we're getting close. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Stay awesome. Remember, subscribe. If you're a fan of the Hardcore Minecraft series, it's not going anywhere, and there may already be surprise episodes up. I don't know if there will be any or not, but subscribing to the YouTube channel is the best way to keep on top of that. Failing that, hit up Twitter so that I can let you know with a tweet if new videos have come online. Take care. Stay awesome. We will see you next time. And we're not going to exit the game. We are going to stop the video. So I will see you soon. Bye now.